All right. Let's start diving into this. I would cover some news, except for it's kind of April Fool's Day, so I don't trust any news that came out. There was an interesting thing. The UAE was like, "Oh, hey, we're gonna make a strategic Ethereum reserve." Seemed like some bullshit, but anyways, welcome in, Joel. Happy April Fools. How you doing? Also, thank you, C Law News, for becoming or subscribing. Thank you for the sub. Definitely appreciate you. What's up, Eric? How you doing? How you doing? All right. So, of course, the question on everybody's mind: are we bullish now? Are we in it to win it? Are we? No. God damn it. Yeah, we made the 3% move to the upside from last night, so that played out. That's great. That's awesome. We can get rid of that. Now we are sitting perfectly at that 50% retrace, and the market's trying to figure out what it wants to do. That's always a joy. Your MACD on the 4 hour is not looking promising. Not at all. More buying pressure than before with a lower price. So naturally, you all have heard it before, but I think we got some downside. Unfortunately, I think the next leg down could take us down to 76,597. It's a little unfortunate, but there's nothing really positive here. We have hidden bearish divergence on the 1 hour, so we have a new downtrend that we could actually trade off of, and we're right next to it. So that's kind of the only positive that I can see out of this, and that's from this high right here to this high right here, and you would be looking for a trade setup just like this, where maybe we stop a little short, 77,290. Either way, I do think there's a strong possibility we go down and we touch 71,000. All of this can change based off of a break to the upside. That all of it can change. But right now we have a very steep retracement on a longer term downtrend that we have not broken out of. So naturally we stay bearish until broken out. Yeah, so we could see an 8% drop, or we get real McNasty and we rip off the band-aid and we see a 16% drop. I think that'll be a little hard for Bitcoin to pull off in a single day. You never know. You never know. All right, let's check out the liquidation heat map on Bitcoin real quick. So BTC looking like on the 24-hour, we have a bit of liquidity up top. We got this massive amount of liquidity down below at $84,000. That is $138 million in longs ready for the taking. Holy crap! Not to mention the 103, 101, and 56 million. So there's 250 $260 million sitting right below us. Wow, that's a lot of liquidity right there. That's absolutely insane. That is a lot. That's impressive. There's a lot of longs out there. Now, if we look at the weekly, we do have this massive amount of liquidity sitting right overhead. Oh my. 230 million, 260 million, 133 million. That's a lot of liquidity sitting right there. We came pretty close to it. That's pretty impressive. That is pretty impressive. So if the Bulls decided to rain on the parade of the Bears, they really could. That is a ton of liquidity sitting right overhead. That's impressive. That's over $500 million. That's sheesh. Oh my, it's way more than 500 mil. All right. So yeah, that's what we're seeing out of the Bitcoin liquidation heat map. The only problem I see here is like we're retracing, which the more we retrace, the more it can happen that we just continue going down. And on the 1 hour we have some slight bearish divergence. I'm going to say slight because we have a high right here. That was your highest relative strength, and then it was a marginally higher high. So almost not even able to see it, but after that we're starting to see that sell pressure. Maybe on the 15-minute we see a bit more of it, but yeah, we do. You had your high back here, And then as we got higher in price, lower relative strength. So they were selling into this strength. And now we lost our 50 simple on the 15. This is the start of the pullback. Let's look on a positive note. Let's just say we do pull back respectably and we decide to make a move to the upside. I would be looking for support sitting around 83,434. If we can catch a strong bounce and then make a higher high, then we have a good argument for more upside. But as of right now, it just looks like a bearish retrace and we could continue our descent into the abyss. Alright, I have a list for you guys today. We're going to be looking into Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Sui, OM, Ondo, AVAX, ADA, Algorand, HBAR, FET, Render, File, Maker, Rats, and Aave. Those last three I'm actually in trades, so I'm going to just show you what trades I'm in. We'll see if I stay in them all night, or if the market decides to get its head out of its behind and start getting bullish. However, tariffs are coming tomorrow. So, on a lighter note, Verdansk in Call of Duty. It's coming back, baby. So, there's some positive there on Thursday. Anyways, yeah. We're grasping at straws out here. Let's go to Ethereum. Alright, on Ethereum, we were looking for a bit of upside. We bearishly backtested 1,093. 1,930. That's what we did right there. Let's go out to our 4 hour. Let's get a better look at Okay. The hidden bearish divergence on the 4 hour is telling me a very strong story here. Holy moly. That's unfortunate. Alright. What do I mean by that? You can see your buying pressure up here. You can see the amount of buying pressure we just went through right here. Massive amounts of buying pressure with a lower price. It's not a really good look, especially with growing levels of selling pressure. It's a little unfortunate. And we almost made a 50% retrace. That's even better. Let's go into our 1 hour time frame. Let's see if we have a trade set up. We probably do. Yeah, we do. We are not oversold anymore. We're confirming our highs. Oh boy. Somebody's going to say it's a cup and handle. I know it. I know somebody's going to say it's a cup and handle. I disagree, but hey, maybe it's a cup and handle. But yeah. Didn't quite get that 8% move to the upside, did we? So lackluster. And then if we mark this out, right there. Man, it's respecting that. I would be making it right here for the next trade. I'd be looking at it just like this because we do have that lower relative strength, higher relative strength. So we reset the downside from this fall. And in that case, we might see the 1618 pan out, which would be a little unfortunate. It's lining up with your 1272. Yeah, the argument is set for Ethereum to come down a little bit. And you could see anywhere between 14 to even 24% downside. Maybe you test some support sitting all the way down here at 28% downside. Hopefully we put in a higher low and we just break out. Let's hope for the best, guys. Damn, that's crazy. I'll be focused on this 14%. I'll be looking at that. That's at least we had a green day though. Yeah. Viewership fell off a cliff as soon as everybody's like, he's still bearish. At least I didn't flip flop just because of one green day, right? XRP. Wow, you didn't even break this? We had this drawn up yesterday. Didn't even break it. Damn. And you have hidden bearish divergence on top of that? Oh my god. 58 cents. Alright, moving on from this. Solana. It had a lackluster day also. Did you just confirm your high? Oh god. You confirmed your high at $1.30. And you put in hidden bearish divergence? Oh my god. I'm not very bullish on Solana. Not very bullish on Solana. Solana, the argument is there. $111. The argument is there for a 9% drop. That's unfortunate. Alright, moving along. Sui. Oh, I'm also in a Sui trade. Yeah, I'm going to show you guys that one. I'm doing it. I'm shorting Sui. I feel really good about it. This one was a hard one to find. But yeah, I found here was a high, which I probably should have been trading it from up here, but I'm going real low. And yeah, we put in this lower low with significantly higher relative strength on the 1 hour. So I went short. And currently on that short, we are up 41%. No one could have seen the short coming though, because yeah, on this one we're up 43%. I got into this one slightly sooner, I think. Yeah. All right. Anyways, we do have some support sitting right here at $2.34. I'm just not very convinced, if I'm being honest. And there's a very strong possibility this thing continues going down, because you did make a 50% retrace. This could essentially go all the way down to $1.78. But you are in this consolidation pattern. So in this consolidation pattern, maybe we do find support at the bottom here, and I have to get out of my trade early. So let's throw in that hopium. But with a high stochastic on the 4 hour, a bearish backtest of your 200, I'm not very optimistic on Sui right now. I think the hype has died off, and it's taken some big retracements. So yeah, that's Sui. All right, moving on. We have OM. Let's see how OM did today. If it's the typical OM I'm thinking it went crow. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. It maintained the bearishness. Oh my. That is very bearish. I'm genuinely surprised that it didn't get higher. Oh wait, that's a 50% retrace. Oh shit. Oh shit. OM, next leg down, $5.63. Damn. If you guys were here though, you already know my real target. It's like $1.40 for OM. I think it's going to take a lot deeper retrace than a lot of people are giving it credit for. So OM, I mean, just enjoy the downside, unless for some reason Bitcoin we get a actual correction to the upside. That's what all these alts need. They need Bitcoin to get a correction to the upside. They need Bitcoin to break out of its downtrend and go make a common retrace from the previous all-time high. It hasn't done that. So if it does do that, we can get a lot more bullish in the short term for these alts. But until that happens, man, we are bearish. We are really bearish. It is not good. Heck, it might not even be healthy how bearish I am right now. This is crazy. But yeah, this next leg down looking pretty good. If you're gonna jump into a scalp right now for safety purposes, maybe that 7.1% is all you're looking for. Just maybe. All right, next up we have Ondo. Ondozo. 4 hour doesn't look that bad. You have the possibility of putting in a higher low. I'm going to give it that. Problem I do see is this right here. If that 1 hour looks terrible, you have another trade set up already. Right now, the 4 hour doesn't look great at that point. That doesn't look great. Could be putting in a new uptrend, but let's check the 1 hour. Yeah, this is the problem. You have such low relative strength, especially at this high, and now you have the hidden bearish divergence. You're seeing it everywhere. But if you're going to try and trade this to the downside, here's your supply line that you'd be working off of. Anything close to this line right now, you'd be like, oh cool, we can short it into oblivion. Sweet. Until something changes. But right now, we could find Ondo down at 64 cents. God dang. That's crazy. That is crazy. Ondo could take a 20% dive. Ugh, gross. We're going to see if it makes a higher low or not. But, yeah, that's not good. Checking out AVAX. AVAX next. Ugh, gross. So based off this right here, we are looking for AVAX to come all the way down to like $8. Maybe we find support at $10, but not pleasant. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, and you see that hidden bearish div once again. That's so for the scalp trader out there, we didn't even come close to a 50% retrace. Not even close. That is bearish AF. You barely got a 619. Oh, that's so bad. But we could be testing 1533 in the coming days, hours. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But that's another 20% possible downside based off your 1 hour time frame. That, jeez. Oh, it's sickening, really. It's sickening. I prefer trading off the 4 hour, but those trades take a long time. I like trading off the 1 hour because in the next like day or two, you're probably going to clear your trade. But it's kind of like, are we really this bearish? Like, damn. Noted, this was a really good retracement, and it's kind of set up for a really deep downside. It's just kind of, hopefully, China or Asia, they start buying it up tonight. Hopefully. Checking out ADA real quick. Oh boy, nice retrace, bro. Jesus Christ. It's everywhere. On the bearish backtest of this previous consolidation pattern, you now have hidden bearish divergence on the 1 hour. It's a joke. This is the joke. This right here. Oh my god. And there you go. Another 6% downside. Oh wait, I have that at the wrong spot. Oh no. Oh no. Could be coming straight down 13, possibly touching 56 cents. 14 to 15% possible downside if we lose this 66.9 level. All right. I can see why viewership is so low. I can understand. Not many people like shorting the market. I get it. I understand. I get it. That's such a bearish backtest. Like, why? And hidden bearish divergent. Oh my god. I bet you it lines up pretty well with that 14-cent level, though. I bet it does. I bet it does. Oh, would you look at that? It lines up so well with it. You almost got a 50% retrace out of this one. So that's cool. That's good. Well, yeah, 21, 22%. During the better times, I remember mentioning in my live streams, I'm like, oh, you guys think the upside is so great. No, the downside, you can make a ton of money. I guess everyone didn't want to stick around for that. Oh, man. Jesus Christ. What's your 4 hour? Is there any? No, there's no hope on the 4 hour. Your 4 hour has high stochastic. You're not oversold anymore. No bullish divergence. Just oversold bounce. Bearish backtest. Send it. Send it. And the worst part of all, from this high right here to this high right here, hidden bearish divergence. So you knew the dump was coming. You just didn't realize you get that bearish backtest right here to then get a second leg down. All right. H-bar. H-bar. I think this is going to be the shortest stream I've ever had. That's crazy. I'm flying through it. H-bar. Same scenario. Same shit, different toilet. Same shit, different toilet. You are having a real hard time holding on to that 16,958 level. You're below it right now. Let's check your 1 hour time frame, and the scalp trade is sitting right there, prime center. There you go. See, the thing is, it's disrespecting the bullish dip. If we can get a turnaround, if we get this as a higher low, this is going to be fantastic for upside. We're like, hey, great. We broke the high. We now have an argument for upside. Like, your bullish case here is pretty darn nice. The problem is you can retrace pretty deep, and you could be heading back up to 18 cents. Like, if they decide, they could start sending these prices up. It's not a bad idea to do that, because these things are just destitute. They're so bad. But, you know. You have bearish div from up here? Oh, you didn't even touch this demand, the supply line. Oh my god. Okay, cool. Awesome. Love to see that. That's phenomenal. Phenomenal. Oh god. It's gonna be bad. Thank you, honey. I love you. Hey, do we have date night? Hey, do we have date night tonight? Okay. Here's a positive. We have food. Alright, anyways. Yeah, H-bar. You are currently bearishly backtesting a level of support. You should not do that. You shouldn't have broken it. You should have stayed above it. Should have done that. But as we reset, maybe there's a chance at upside. It's just, man, it still looks bearish. So the thing that has me so bearish, it's the fact that we were putting in a nice uptrend and we lost it. So it's like, oh, here's your uptrend. So even if we do see bullishness, you now have a new level of resistance that you have to fight through. So that's usually what keeps me really bearish. It's like, damn it, why? And then somebody's like, well, you know, it could just be moved down here. I'm like, why would you ever do that? It's a low time frame. Should keep on going. Actually, you should have taken out this high. If it was bullish, you got to get a higher high. That's the problem. So, yeah. Not too excited about this, but good for a trade setup. Very good for a trade setup, because 16%? That's a pretty good trade. Pretty good trade. All right. Anyways, we're looking at FET next. I saw FET had a pretty decent day. Damn it. Like, the amount of strength you end up gaining, and then you put in the bearish divergence. Like, what? Why they gotta do us dirty like that? That's crazy. That's crazy. Jesus Christ. But you see it everywhere. It's everywhere. Major support being broken. 36 cents. Next level of support. Jeez. Maybe they're going to finally just mark everything down and be like, okay, buyers, you want to step in or what? Because we're about to send it. Could be a 12 to possible 20% downside. This is some recession stuff right here. I'll tell you what. Let's see. Render. Oh, it did it too. Yeah, we looked at Render the other day. We saw this uptrend, longer term uptrend, and we broke it. Now it looks like we bearishly backtested it. We can get rid of this because your new downtrend to contend with, not only is this longer term one, but you got the new 1 hour downtrend to work with, which is this right here. So it's like, are we going to break that? Are we going to do it? Well, you're below major support at 362. You're currently trying to hold on to that longer term uptrend. Not very optimistic right now. Not very optimistic. Little damn, you even got the high stochastic on the 4 hour to really send it. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. And I bet you got a 50% retrace on this. I bet you did. I bet you did. Let's see. Hold on. Let's first mark it out from this high. Now, if we're only getting... Ooh. So this is your 886 on a retracement that could give you your higher low. But if you only get right here, I think that's a 786. If it's only a 786, things could get way better. Ooh, it is a 786. Oh, shit. Things could get way better if we bounce right here and we go back up. This could be a really good setup for a trend reversal. I mean, you still got downside, don't get me wrong. It's just, at least it doesn't look nearly as bad when you look at the bigger picture. But that 786 could play a really big role here at 19% downside. TRX after, please? Sure, we'll check out some TRX. I got you. Yeah, there's a possibility. After this 19% drop, that's going to be a higher low. Going to confirm your lows. That could lead into a new uptrend. So we're not dead in the water on hopium, but like we're not going to be dumb about it either. Because, I mean, we do have that 4-hour hidden bearish divergence from this high to this high. And of course, there's that downtrend to contend with too. It's goodness gracious. Life of a trader is kind of crazy. TRX. I'll write that down. TRX. All right, we're almost there. We got Filecoin next. FIL. FIL. Fuck. That's a beautiful backtest. Oh my. That is gorgeous. And of course, we're probably seeing the exact same thing on the 1 hour. So let's just mark it out. We have this to work with. 247 could be the next target. 11%. Noted, if Bitcoin makes that 9% drop, it's gonna be way worse than this. It's gonna be way worse than this. Maker. So I'm currently in a copy trade on Maker, and I identified this bad boy earlier where I was like, oh, the 4-hour hidden bearish div is achieved. Sweet. And then I saw the 1 hour, and I put my trade in during the day today. So I let it sit all day. I was seeing if I was gonna get stopped out. Look at how close I was to getting stopped out. Too bad this downtrend held. Yeah, we are looking to take profit. 19% downside. Absolutely obnoxious. Absolutely obnoxious. Because this is your target. 19% downside going to $1,107. We're well on the way. Well on the way. Anyways, next up we have Rats. So Rats is right here. I am in this trade. I'm in there like swimwear, baby. Been in it all damn day because we did not get stopped out. I even took away my higher stop loss and brought it lower. We are in there. Yeah, it's not looking great, but it is what it is. However, I will say relative strength is about to reset on the 1 hour. This does have me a little concerned for my trade. I'm not even going to joke around, but it's a good thing I set it up on the 4 hour. So there's a possibility of upside. I'm not even going to lie about that. There's a strong possibility of upside. It's just Bitcoin needs to be positive first. But yeah, in the very short term, this 7% drop, this is why I have an alert here. I could decide to get out right there, because if it decides to stop shallow, make a higher low, awesome. But we'll see what happens. Otherwise, 35% downside is our target. The reason why I looked at this is because we were not overbought, then we were overbought. This is a beautiful downtrend that could hold us for a very long time. It could. All right. Last one I got for you guys. Aave. Currently in on this trade as well. I got stopped out of it last night. Not going to lie. Well, I didn't get stopped out. I stopped it out early. It would have stopped me out, though. But same thing all over the map. We're looking for a 19% drop. We're currently in the green on the trade. We're doing all right. It's looking like we could catch a bounce overnight, though, so I do have to be careful. I'm probably going to move my stop losses down, because if we are resetting with a higher low, this does set up for a really good move to the upside, and I have to be aware of that. So a really good move to the upside would be looking at $183, which, noted, all of these have the same capability because all of them are resetting on the 1 hour, so then you could rally literally all night, and then it'll be up to Wall Street if we're going to continue going up or if they're going to sell off. So be very cautious if you are like me and trying to short tonight. Anyways, TRX. TRX, the only request of the evening. What a dark, dark day. Alright, TRX. Defying all odds, going up. But let's go out to our daily real fast. People are smoking some serious hopium and saying that tariffs have already been priced in. That's fair. That's fair. Alright, so TRX had this recent downtrend, recent uptrend. It started getting all janky in here. Let's go ahead and clear this out. You know what? I'm going to clear out all of this recent stuff. Just getting rid of it. I just want to see what we have to work with. Last time you were overbought was this crazy candle up here on the daily. I'd like to request QRL. Not sure I have before. Alright, we'll check it out. QRL. I believe you have. I believe we looked at it the other day because the first thing that came to mind was TRL. And, yeah. First thing that came to mind. So I know you requested it. There ain't no way I come up with that joke and remember the joke. There's no way. I got children. I have forget stuff just all the time. Alrighty. So, looking at this, the hidden bearish div did happen. You got the higher low. Now you're moving up. This is actually a really good setup. This is really good. Because on the shorts, what you'd be looking for is something like this, where it was like, oh, we hit it once, hit it a third time. Now you got your breakout and you got your back test. This is really good. Because now you have this strange opportunity for TRX to shoot up to 26 cents. Really, really odd. Let's go into our 1 hour time frame. So this is also what I mean by making these higher highs. As soon as you clear 24 cents, you're good. Oh god. Well, shit. You're a little bit overbought, and now you're putting in a lower high. That's not ideal. That's really not ideal, especially if it's like a 786, 886. God damn it. Right here is where you're going to find out how much of a scalp trader I am. Justin Sun's pooping on his coin again. Is he really? Yeah. Oh, propping up his coin? Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. He does that pretty often. But yeah, getting a lower high, that's not really great. Oh, what? Hold on, this one's higher. We were overbought here too. So you don't even have the bearish div. Oh. Wait a minute. You were not overbought here, and it's slightly higher. How much of a retrace was that? Holy smokes. That was nearly 100% retrace right there, right? 886. You're having a lot of trouble breaking above this 886 right here. So that's quite interesting. Your 1 hour, I would not be in this trade overnight if you're long. I would not be in this trade overnight. But let's check the 15-minute. Let's see if we can get any better insight here. You got overbought. Oh, that's why. Bearish divergence, and now you're getting your first lower high. Oh, god damn it. But it is Justin Sun's coin. It could go up, so I will give you your bullish case, even though I'm going to lean toward a scalp to the downside. But your bullish case scenario, that beautiful up here, 26 cents? Is that what it was? Let's go out to 4 hour. No, it's higher than that. No, it's not. That's what I would be aiming at, 26 cents. So bullish case scenario, if Justin Sun keeps pumping it, could see a 10% rise out of TRX. So there's that opportunity. You're right there. But your 15-minute and your 1 hour are basically trying to take a dump on your chest. This is not great. This is not great at all. Yo, what's up, JB? How you doing? Here's your current uptrend. If you lose this uptrend, now you have every opportunity to go down. You also like to request Telos. All right, Telos. Telos. Now, if you happen to lose this uptrend, then it could get pretty dark, desolate, sad even. So your bearish case scenario is coming down to 22 cents. This could yield you a absolute wonderful 4% downside. It's only 4%? That's crazy. I figured it would be a lot more. Maybe I'm just too zoomed in. This thing barely moves, doesn't it? Crazy. So bullish case, you go up 10%. Bearish case, you go down 4%. Not really that bad in either direction. So let's hope that we get bullish overnight. Once again, the 1 hour time frames are starting to reset pretty quickly. I'm probably going to have to get out of my shorts. I'm probably going to have to. Looking like the market wants to try and go up now, but we'll see how it goes. QRL. There we go. HQZ, hello. Can't stay. Just wanted to stop by and say, based on the title, full send, not April Fools. The money will come rushing in, everyone. The time is near. No pun intended. All right, HQZ, thank you so much for your piece of hopium. I love it. Love it. Beautiful. All right, we had a nice move to the upside. The problem with the upside, though, that looks like a whipsaw. I don't like that. On the 15, that looks like a whipsaw. Let's check your 4 hour. Let's see what we whipsawed the shit out of that. You fell straight down. You broke your high. You broke your low. That's shitty. That's really shitty. But you do have a low stochastic on the 4 hour. You do have more selling pressure than before, but it does look like it's falling off from your major selling pressure back here. This one's a hard one to read because you're still in this like longer term downtrend here. If you can break out, yeah, that 134 still holding. Wish I could stay, but need the Z's. Have a great stream, sir. HQZ, I do appreciate you. Hopefully you have a wonderful sleep. And I appreciate just stopping by. Maybe hit the like button on your way out, though. That would be greatly appreciated. But yes, thank you for stopping in. Alright, so 4 hour time frame. This is showing all signs that it might want to get a little follow through to the upside. Looking at your 1 hour time frame, I don't like the 1 hour. I really don't. You just made a higher high, lower relative strength, so now you have the argument of bearish divergence. I don't like this. This one's hard to read. It's extremely hard to read, and I think that's what they tried to do with this crazy little pump up right here. MACD looks kind of bad on the 1 hour. Let's check out your 15. 15's trying to reset. So you do have the possibility of more upside. You just retook your 200. That's step one. That is step one. Maintaining a 50% retrace or something higher than an 886 would be great. You're currently sitting at a 50% retrace. So if you are bullish right now, you'd be looking for 83 cents. That's your bullish case. That would give you a nice little breakout. That's 43% upside. You're already up 19%. Hopefully money flows in there, man. But this one's really hard to read. I'm not always sure. Change your name to HQZB. That's pretty funny. So yeah, this is what I'm seeing out of QRL. This one, I wouldn't trade this one, but it looks interesting, to say the least. It looks interesting. Telos is a crypto. All right, I take it we looked at this one already. Checking out our daily. Did the upside play out? What? Daily's not really giving me anything here, is it? Anytime there's big quantum news, it starts whipping around. There was quantum news? See, that's the problem with April Fools. Can't trust it. Thing I like about this, you made a nice move up toward your resistance. You pulled back. You're maintaining above your 50 simple on the daily. This is a good start. Lockheed Martin recently sourced their code to make their systems quantum resistant. Oh, that's good. That's good. So then now you're going to have all the quantum computers trying to break it. That's pretty solid. Your 4 hours leaving a lot left to be desired. That CCI indicator looks gross. Absolutely disgusting. Being all the way up in the red zone and you did nothing? That's not pleasant. You just got overbought. Could at least get a 50% retrace. At least. Oh boy. I'm going to say it, Jim. You gave me some hard ones today. Hard to make out what could be coming. Last time you overbought on the 4 hour or even close. Back here, good. It's a higher high. So you are officially in an uptrend. You are officially in an uptrend. This is good. This is good. It's a really ugly uptrend, but it's, some might even argue it's a rising wedge. That's unfortunate. But that higher high, really good start. Really good start. If you can break to the upside for this, this could be really good. Once again, I do like the daily on this particular one. Let's just say things are bullish. You could find yourself back up to 14.53. 25% upside after a breakout. Not too shabby. I like these two coins too, but they're being difficult to read. They're extremely difficult to read. But what I like to see, what I really like to see, is the fact that you do not have that hidden bearish divergence because you did make a higher high. So the argument is now there for an uptrend. And realistically, as soon as I see this, I'm not even going to lie, what I enjoy doing is just looking and seeing how it interacts with a channel. So if it handles this channel well and it breaks out of it, I'm feeling good. Problem is, you're now right below the heart line. Right below it. So you could go all the way to the bottom of the channel and still be bullish. They never took VC money or had an ICO? Well, that's good. That's really good. So yeah, your sell pressure actually gained a shit to... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You have hidden bullish divergence right now on the MACD. This is good. You know, in a world where I'm constantly looking for downside, this is like a breath of fresh air. This is good. You actually have an argument for upside right now. A very strong argument. Could find yourself at 1276 on the next leg up. If this uptrend continues, could find a 30% swing to the upside. This is good. Huh. The biggest issue, though, I always have with these is you could be forming a downtrend because you took out this low here. You are at a higher low than this low. You do have the hidden bullish divergence on the 4 hour with being significantly oversold now from the last time you were even close to this price. So there are very positive things. You're even below this level of... Holy shit. Yeah, you're down deep compared to last time. So this is your hidden bullish div right there. The fact that you can see starting at this price right here, uptrending level of price, downtrending level of strength. This is hidden bullish divergence. This is pretty. This looks good. I do like this one. I am bullish on this one. As long as you can maintain this uptrend, you're looking pretty damn sauced up. It has a better argument for upside than C98 did the other night. Cool. Too bad that stochastic looks terrible. But other than that, this thing looks great. Yeah, your 1 hour wants to carry you. So that's good. Cleared your high. Yeah, that's the problem I have. Look at this high right here. Your relative strength down here. massive hidden bearish divergence on the 1 hour, but you have hidden bullish divergence on the 4 hour. We'll see which one plays out. We will see which one plays out. If the bearishness plays out, that's going to suck, brother. That's going to suck big time. But here's your downtrend that you got to beat right here. If you can break out of this downtrend, you're looking damn good. You have a nice consolidation here. If you don't break out of it, here's your bearish case. Bearish case for the scalp trader. You're looking for 9 cents. 7.59% downside is a possibility. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing there. Now I'm starting to think I need to look around for more hidden bullish divergence. Shit. I didn't see that right away on that token. I really didn't. You're just making lower lows. Yeah, that's the difference. You made a higher low. Everything else just looks terrible. Lower lows. This one right here, though. Nope. Higher relative strength. No hidden bearish bullish div. Oh, wait. What about from back here? Nope. Still higher relative strength. See how I can't find it? See that? Got time for one more. Been looking at hot holochain. You know, it's funny. I still own some holochain from the very first bull run I ever encountered. Yeah, we can definitely look at hot. We can definitely look at hot. Holochain. Any idea why Kava is bullish suddenly? I don't know. Maybe because it took a sudden dump today. Kava went nuts to the downside. It made no sense. I was so confused. So if it's bullish suddenly, you're catching me off guard. I don't know about that. Holochain in the gutter. Holochain's in the gutter. Oh, wait. Let's go out to the weekly real quick. Okay, the weekly on holochain doesn't look that bad. We'll check out Kava next. But yeah, Kava was like breaking its structure today, so I was very flustered when I looked at that because the whole market's green, but Kava's falling, and I was like, "What the hell was that?" It wasn't enjoyable to see that. Weird level of support right there, but it actually plays a role. That's confusing. All right, last line of defense for holochain, 984. Don't want to lose that. You really don't. Rats is getting bullish suddenly. Son of a bitch. Wait, let's see what's the next level after this. There. All right. After that, I don't really like that one. I like this one better than that. All right, so that's what we're gonna focus in on. Ugh, holochain's gonna get held down for a while, isn't it? A lower high is a problem. I feel like Holo would be great. A lot better if they were more organized and as nice as I can put it. they had organization. Like you're saying, more organized, meaning they had organization. That's a surprise to me. Cause like I still can't figure out what they're trying to do with their project. I still can't figure it out. I mean, at some point I saw them doing like some random chatting thing, looked a lot like Skype. After that, it was. I honestly have no idea what they're trying to do. Oversold bounce, confirming a low if we can catch some bids off this. Cool. Bullish divergence, got a run up. We got overbought. Hidden bearish divergence from back here. Yikes. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So, holochain, we have every opportunity to get shat on even further. That is what I'm seeing. You had an uptrend that broke. We are going down here, buddy. There is a full opportunity for Holochain to come down all the way to 737. Losing another 0? No, we already lost it. DAG and H-bar will probably just bury hot. Probably. 26% downside is possible right now. That's unfortunate. Oh well. That's unfortunate. They did an AMA, but it went nowhere as usual. They did? Oh, I didn't know they did. They are never in the news. Very lackluster. Oh, we probably have this stupid nonsense on the 1 hour too for a scalp trade. Got a high back here, nearly overbought. Oh my god. And why has it got to line up so perfectly? Damn, bro. So I'd be aiming right here first. Break that support, buddy. Break that support, bro. Looking for another 6% downside. Just break that support. That's all you got to do. Positive, though. It does look like some of the alts are trying to answer back. Trying not to go out without a fight. This is good. This is good. But I'm still extremely proud of myself. I'm shorting Sui. Patting myself on the back for that one. That's crazy. Anyways. Yeah. So, let's check out Kava. So, Kava had this crazy dump today. I was looking up to see if it got delisted. Because I was like, what the hell? So, I don't know what you mean by bullish all of a sudden, Eric. But this thing looks terrible. It's almost losing market structure. If we go out to our daily, what we really don't want to do is get into this zone here. These are all-time lows. This is a problem if we do that. What we did, essentially, we rallied up, and now we just took out our lows. This is bad. That is a 50% retrace. That is really bad. Because now, everyone and their sister's like, ooh, next leg down? Like, oh shit. That's not good. The only thing that would have made this worse is if on the daily we had any type of hidden bearish divergence. That's the only thing that would have made it worse. But we did not get overbought. We're reset already. So hopefully some bids come in. But yeah, this is a real problem. If we end up losing these lows and we go for a third touch, that's gonna suck. It's gonna really suck. But yeah. I almost sold off my whole Kava position today. I'm not even joking. I was like, oh fuck. Did it get delisted? Oh shit. But yeah, it clears this low down here at 28888. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out of here. Look at the last 15 minutes. You're still negative on the day, but also the whole market's kind of doing that. Last 15 minutes, so 15-minute time frame, we're starting to go up. We were oversold. That's really all it is. Got oversold, and we're kind of confirming the lows, hopefully, by being oversold. Is there bullish div? No. No hidden bullish divergence, nothing. It's just an oversold bounce right now. Until we start clearing some highs, it's kind of bearish. If you draw the high to the low on Coinbase weekly chart for XCN, that 5-cent move was almost a bearish 5-0. Wish I went short with it sooner. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, the problem now that you're having, if you can't even clear this high right here at 40 cents for Kava, you're putting in hidden bearish divergence on the 15-minute, and everyone's going to look to short it. Because you can put up a wonderful little argument for downside. If you can't clear this high, you're going down to 31.66. So Kava's in a lot of danger right now. It is in a lot of danger. Could see a 17% drop. This would be really bad. I would strongly consider selling off my entire Kava position if it does this. So, that's unfortunate. Unfortunate. That would be the biggest L I ever had. I've been holding this thing since like December of 2023. Yeah, the problem is the whole market's manipulated. But yeah, this does look crazy manipulated. But Bitcoin did the same thing. So if we go back to Bitcoin, did the same thing earlier today. Like, this is that candle. The whole market has this weird red candle because somebody sold off hard. My rats trade suddenly is going positive again. Like, what is this? What is this? Fucking dickheads. Can't even get my 7%. Oh my god. They just won't let it die. It's crazy. Check out Maker right now. Catching bids off that. That's, wow. Okay. Okay. Almost got oversold. Now is when you're like, hey, are we actually bullish? What's going on here? Aave, we're not worried about that as much. Not right now. Sui's the biggest worry. Biggest worry. I don't think you're going to clear this high, though. But you are holding just above support. This is making me sweat. I got to see what Bitcoin's doing now. So Bitcoin, what do we... Oh, we just lost our 50? Okay, we're a lot less worried. A lot less worried. Let's check our 1 hour real quick. Are we fully reset? Nah, we're still in that bullish control zone. Stochastic's getting low, though. A low stochastic. If we had a low stochastic and we were about, like, right next to that 50 simple, I'd be sweating right now. I'd be sweating on these shorts. I'd be like, oh no. Gotta put our shorts away. Futures look neutral. Usually indicates dumpage in the AM. Really? It's a shame. They're just resting up before they start clicking sell. Considering the economic data that came out today, I was sitting here, I was like, this whole pump's a joke. There ain't no way. We have less jobs than expected. We have construction contracting. We have different businesses not wanting to fill their inventories due to uncertainty. And it's like, it's not uncertainty. It's lack of funding. They don't have money. Yeah, we got some really bad data today, and the market pumped? That doesn't make any sense. I think Dollar General has been up. Found that weird. That is weird, because, you know, 99-cent store went out of business. Dollar Tree is now $1.25 tree. Dollar General's talking about, yeah, I mean, we're going to have to raise our prices. Well, now you're not Dollar General, are you? Yeah, I don't understand. Maybe it's the Walmart shoppers that can't afford Walmart anymore. Now they're going to Dollar General? Who knows? So right now, I'm in the ballpark of, unless Asia's about to pump our markets, I think it's going to be a little bloody to start out April, start of Q2. Also, real GDP numbers, they're getting revised like almost daily. They're trying to figure out how to make it not look like a recession. They're doing a really bad job. And then people just can't find jobs. So until the economies around the world get better, then we're going to be in some trouble, especially in the altcoin space. So right now, just seems like a really good time to cash in on some people selling off to try and weather the storm. Serves as Walmart for many people in rural areas. Does it really, like, actually? Because I've been to a couple Dollar Generals whenever I'm out on the road going into like Oregon or Montana or any other place up north. I mean, they got some pretty cool stuff. I'm not even gonna lie. It kind of surprises me that it's $1. It really surprises me. I'm like, wow, this is only $1? We are getting ripped off. Like, holy moly. But yeah, it's kind of wild. Nice hedge in your opinion. BRK.B. Oh, Berkshire Hathaway, who's sitting in cash? Yeah, they're breaking to the upside. I had this thing marked out already. Fucking 22% upside. All they're doing is going up. They're insane. They're actually insane. They're like, yeah, all we know how to do is win. No big deal. What's up, boo?
No.
What are you doing? You don't want to tell me what you're looking for? Okay. That's fine.
Why do you know where anything is over here?
It's my desk.
You don't know where half of your things are on your desk.
You see a lot of them in South, and it's not same as dollar store. It's just cheap department store. Oh, okay. Half what?
Glue. Gorilla glue.
No. Gorilla glue. The only place that could be is in that cabinet back there.
Okay.
Yeah. Love you. So yeah, Berkshire Hathaway, once it gets all the way up here to 626, I mean, we'll see what happens, but it's going nuts. It's going nuts. Even on the weekly, it's just parabolic. Absolutely insane. But yeah, you're right. Probably a really good hedge. Really good hedge. But yeah, every time I go into a Dollar General, you find some cool stuff in there. Honestly, you find some cool stuff in there. Like, we bought some shovels, we got some diapers, and we got something else in there. I think it was like some pool toys or something. I walked out spending like $15. It was amazing. And I looked at my nephew. I was like, "Oh, you happy with what you have?" He's like, "Yeah, this is great." I was like, "Sweet." I love Dollar General. I love it. I love deals. I really do love deals. It's a shame. But I'll never shop at the Goodwill. I'll never do it. If they didn't want it, I don't want it either. What's up, Rich? How you doing? Do you even have fruits and vegetables? I don't even think I saw those. I wasn't looking for them. But yeah. Gone the days of 2 chocolate bars for $1. Oh, those have been gone, man. Sorry, I live in California. We haven't seen those days since I was like a little kid. It's been so long since I've seen that. IV is only like $1.01. Coca-Cola is around 98 cents. IV, less than, but moves down more often. Rich is saying we gotta get the likes up, guys. We gotta get the likes up. Make our day. IV. I don't know what IV is. I don't know what it is. Remember the good old days when you used to read my comments? Those were the days. Nah. We gotta move away from those days, apparently. Never bringing them back. iShares Core S&P 500. When Moon? I don't know. Implied volatility. Oh, gotcha. What is it? KO? For Coca-Cola? KO. Yeah, let's see how Coca-Cola's doing. Yeah, it's still doing good. Let's go! Depression, baby! Woo! Sorry, I feel good about this one. I told one of my clients while I was training him, I was like, hey man, you might want to buy some Coca-Cola. I told him about it down here. He's up pretty nicely. He's currently up 15%. Not bad. Not bad. I feel good about that. I told him about it back in November. Oh, that's great. I love it. I forgot what Constellation Brands ticker is, but that's another one that should be doing really well. Alright, guys. Well, I'm just kind of blabbing on. I'm going to get on out of here. I'm going to finish my dinner. I will be back tomorrow where everyone can drop their requests. I will be here for it. We're probably going to go live early. Just heads up, everybody. We're going to go live a little early tomorrow just because I'm hoping the earlier I go, the more random people will come in with their requests. BTC recap. BTC looking bearish AF. 0.69% to the downside. Giggity currently maintaining this downtrend strongly. I'm looking for 8.8% downside, honestly. You just got here? Nice. JB, you have a wonderful evening. Everybody, have a great evening. Don't stress about the market unless you're going short. Then enjoy the opportunity of some upside gains when you wake up. Enjoy the opportunity. Noted. We all could get stopped out tonight. We all could get stopped out. It's just not looking likely. When you have hidden bearish divergence that looks this damn good on the 1 hour, I feel like it's going to play out. I really feel like it's going to play out. Oh, man. Anyways, guys, I'm going to hop on out of here. Hopefully you guys are all doing well mentally, financially, and keep having the will to keep on playing. I sold looking to buy back cheaper. Nice, Rich. Nice. Anyways, guys, I'm still working on recovering all of my copy trading accounts, so if you guys feel like jumping into my copy trades, you can. Probably a good time, but we did take some L's last night. We did, because the market got real bullish real quick. Another one thing I do want to pat myself on the back for, I'm shorting Sui, and we're currently up 41%, baby. Do you know how hard that is? You know how hard that is? Mercy, gracias, spa, Shiba, thanks. Wait, what? No problem, Eric. I don't know if you're asking for me to look at things, but alright, guys. I'm going to head on out of here. Take it easy. I'll see you in the Discord. Deuces, everybody. Deuces. Keep your stop losses tight. Thanks in Russian. Oh, okay.